Hello, welcome back to a day in my SLife, my second life. I am Consuela Blanche, also known as Queen Rizzler in Second Life, and I'm doing a little series of vlogs on avatar creation. Where I last left off was with my avatar from the Canary Islands, which was Loose. Been walking around the grid as Loose, which has been fun, and I'll switch into her in just a moment because she's going to be the jumping off point for starting in on my Taino version of myself. Her name is Yara, and I remember from my notes she had a lot of features that were the same as Loose, and so I'm going to use her as a base, and then we'll go from there. So obviously she's going to get darker, she's going to get a little thicker, maybe probably even a little taller. Let me get switched up here in my dressing room / bathroom, and then we'll get to work. All right, looks like I'm ready, so let's leave the dressing room and head over to the avatar creation studio. All right, so here I am next to my next avatar. So we're gonna get to work on her. And like I said, we're gonna have some similar features. So obviously I'm gonna want a much darker tone, and not worried about the hair just yet, but I have to look back at my notes on what I had for Yara. So it looks like she had a round eye, a bulbous nose, and natural lips. But I think the head shape was still the triangle, if memory serves. So we'll start there. Start taking bits off. Obviously, I'll stay dressed because, you know, the body is one thing. And actually, that reminds me, there are lingerie. When I was first unpacking my legacy, I didn't find any lingerie, and that's right. I got all my jiggles on, and she does not jiggle. She does not need to. She does not have anything to jiggle. So we'll take that off. And the next one won't either. Those extra jiggles are for plus size Consuela. I kind of like working with her with hair on. So let's see. I think this is the one here. All right, so the eyes and everything are different, right? Yeah, eyes, nose, and mouth are all different. We're gonna go to Warren. All right, so then we need okay, so we're already looking a little different. I also want to say we're gonna make, you can see a real difference here with the different features. We're going to make a copy of our shape is what I'm trying to say. So edit shape. So I'm just gonna name this one. This one's going to be Yara. I want to make sure I get the last name right. I kept changing the other one. Yeah, Maroa. So this is Yara's shape. Okay, so now we're going to be editing Yara's shape. So what I think I want to do though before I get into shaping is I want to find the right skin color. So I know I picked up some from Alt 3. So we can play with some Alt 3 skins. I know she's wearing Nihilum now. We're going to take all the Nihilum off because we're not going to use Nihilum again. And I think this was the one where Zipper was like she didn't like the darker tones on Nihilum. So we're going to take all that off. And we're going to look and see, because I know we had Luna. We didn't use a darker shade of Luna. And then I think when I was writing down skin tones before, Yara looked like she was going to be a 5, 6, or 7. So I want to kind of unpack these 5, 6, 7 on Luna and see if Luna will work. So we have Luna. We do Luna with no brow. Okay. All right, let's try number 6. Okay, so I think 6 is going too dark. So it looks like she's going to be a 5 when it comes to Alt 3. I just don't know if Luna's going to be the skin tone for it. So let's see what, I thought I picked up one called Monique. I think we can make Monique work. So let's try that. Let's kill the emotions. We're gonna stop. Okay, so we've got our still face. Then number 5, skin tone. Before I start with shaping, let's find that lingerie that actually does exist in the legacy box. There was lingerie, I found it after. Oh, it was Picasso Babe, that's where it was in the box. We wanna look a little fuller than that. Like I said, I think the AI picture is a little redder than this skin tone, but I think the skin tone's like in the same family, so I'm okay with it. Then I want the Picasso Babe. So curvy muse or slim muse. But curvy, see, that's the reborn one. So it's slim is the one that I meant for this project. So add, I think it's the most like air quote normal looking one. So we're gonna do dark skin tones. And we're gonna unpack all of these. If I just start going through amber, amber sounds like, okay, ooh, that's nice. That's a nice rich color. That's not quite it, but you can see what I mean on her. You don't see ribs anymore. So there's that. So we're not amber. How about bronze? Are we bronze? No, we're gonna be darker than bronze. Are we brown? Is that brownie? I could go for a brownie right now. Brownie might be it. Let's check chocolate. Okay. So brownie or chocolate. I think ebony is probably going to be too dark. This is Ibiza. Oh no, that's too yellowy. Let's go back to ebony and see if I can get it to show up. Yeah, ebony's too dark. That'll be for later. Molly. Okay, that's very dark. Moonlight. That's still a little on the light side, and I've done Sunkissed before and that's going to be too light too. But let's see, amber was too dark. I think bronze was not right either. It was probably between brownie and chocolate. Yeah, Sunkissed is nice, but that's not quite it. So brownie, yeah, see, I feel like brownie's closer to that skin. And let's look at chocolate. I think it's probably brownie. I think that's where I'm gonna land on this one. Yeah, brownie's the skin I want. So then the question becomes, is Zipper's skin tone the right one for this? All right, I'm back. I have done some exploring, so I did that off camera because it's lengthy. So I was teleporting around to different places, and what was amusing to me is as I was looking and looking and looking, and then I keep looking back at myself, and I'm like, I really like this all 3 skin, so I'm just gonna go home. So we're gonna stick with this. So it's just gonna be about shaping and probably applying some blusher of some kind to give her some more redness to the face. Really love the skin tone by Velour, and I'm going to work on some shaping. So we'll do that right now. I kind of want to start with her eyes because I know these eyes aren't right, and that's probably what's bothering me the most is her eyes right now. And I don't know, right now she's looking real wet. I don't know what happened. She's starting sweating. She's getting nervous. Getting nervous. What did I hit on this Genus HUD? I don't want her to look like that. I just wanted her to be shiny. I guess I just wanted her to look young. Maybe she doesn't need to be wet. Is that my problem? Is she gonna dry off now? Not wet. There we go. That was funny. It's like she was nervous, like literally sweating. And then I also learned when I was trying on other skins that if the skin, if you recall in the last video, I kept thinking that the tattoo layers weren't what I wanted, and it wasn't that. It was that 4K skin is different than tattoo layer skin. So there were some demos that I was trying, and I was like, how is this gonna work? They're tattoo layers. And I was like, well, duh, 4K skin checkbox. Just turn that off, and it totally worked. So, but I really like the 4K skin. I really like Alt 3 skin. I am very partial to Zipper. So we're gonna stick with Monique, and we're gonna make her work for us. How are we feeling with that? Gotta play with the eyebrows, but I'm feeling like that's pretty close. I also feel like, let's hit save on this. I also feel like we want her eyes to be darker. So if I go into parts, is that where my eyeballs are? Yeah. So we can give her a darker eye. We can go really dark because it's dark like that. We could probably even do that. I'm not mad at that. I like a brown eye though. And her eyes are brown, but they are kind of dark. So I think a dark eye would be really nice. And let's look at our eyebrows again. So let's see which eyebrow's gonna work. I'm not mad at that. I feel like that's pretty close, but I think that's looking pretty good. I'm wondering if her nose needs to be wider. Yeah, I think I like that better. Just a little notch up. I think what would do it for me is if I could get her eyebrows to go differently. That could be a brow shaper thing. So let me see, because she's got, what brow shaper am I wearing? Oh, I'm still wearing my Hallie one. So let's try a different one. I guess I'll go with the genus shape on this one and see if I can't edit it down a little bit. All right, let's see. Eyebrows, height, arch, points. Okay. Size, I don't think that does anything. Oh, that does this. Oh, that's a no. Then density, that does nothing. Height, yeah, that does. Oh, that's interesting. Might do that. So height, and then we have the arc. So that might actually be what I'm after, is that kind of raised bit. So I think I can play with this a little bit here. Let me undo that, and then eyebrow points. That brings it down a little bit like I was looking for. Okay, that might be closer to what we're looking at in the picture. We'll go with that. Save as, and we will call this Yara. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, I think that's looking pretty darn close to the picture. I don't know, I guess her lips, are they full enough? I'm happy with this. Let's do her overall body shaping. All right, and then I think we'll get her styled up and see how much she looks like the picture. All right. Here we have the final product. I am very pleased with this. Very pleased. I'm actually pretty surprised that I could find some, actually Taino tattoos, plural. I was like, I had done this search in the past and was not expecting much and did not get much out of it. But since then, I feel like there's been another release that I was not aware of. So, I feel successful with this look. I'm gonna open my, what I'm wearing so folks can see that. All right, so just to kind of go down the line here, I am wearing Picasso Babe. And so those are some of the extras, but it's going to be, oh, it's down at the bottom. I'll get to it in a second, but there's the Taino, those Taino tattoos, and I can pull back the camera and show you a little bit about that. There's some additional tattoos, some body paint, and we are wearing Monique by Alt3, which I knew when I saw Monique in the store that she was gonna be a look for me. But I really feel like Monique brought this look home, and this tone is amazing. I'm enjoying this shade for sure, because like I've shared before, normally I wear shade 4, and we are in shade 5. So, okay, I'm just a touch darker. I'm gonna get darker the next time I do my avatar, which is the sub-Saharan African avatar. So that'll probably be the darkest I've ever been, just much like how loose was the lightest I've ever been in general. But I have some bracelets by RealEvil, Bellatrix, which are the feather bracelets, and earrings and necklace. I have a dress by Asteria, the dress was important because I know what traditionally in Puerto Rico, there's like a very, like a, almost, I want to say like, I don't want to say colonial, but it's like a very like airy, light, white. There's a lot of white clothing, loose clothing. And so I wanted it to be a white dress. This one, if I'll pull back, this is not typical dress, but I thought it was more fashion forward. I didn't want her to look frumpy. So I found this dress by Asteria. It's actually called Wild, which I felt was appropriate. And so that's the dress. I'm wearing a circlet by Clover, which I already had, because I was trying to match the head marking from the picture. But what I ran into is with Genus, there's not a lot of, at least I couldn't find it, and maybe people can point me in the right direction, but like tribal or facial markings. They have it for Lelutka, they have it for Bomb, but it doesn't work on Genus. So I'd love to see more kind of face paint, tribal kind of stuff for the face for Genus. So if anybody out there knows of a place, you can please direct me to the right store. Then I have all the Genus Morph on that I pointed out earlier. So pretty much every part on her was different than loose, except for the head shape. So eyes, nose, and mouth were completely different. And then I did some shaping to adjust her triangle head a little bit. I've got Truth hair called Angel, which I felt kind of matched the look in the picture as best I could. I'm enjoying some of the liberties I've taken to capture this look. And I think the Truth hair really did it. I was really wanting to make sure that I got a hair where you could still see her ears. And so if I push in on this hair, you can see it's kind of pulled back and like that. So kind of gives a nice little messy look, which is kind of what is in the image here. Messy, but still, I don't know, still attractive, I guess. Then I've got the Legacy body on, and then here, so I'm wearing the Brownie shade in Picasso by Velour, and I'm wearing the, oh, it says it right there, Slim Brownie. So there you go. But so if I look at the rest, I think I skipped over the shoes because I got some moccasins because I felt it was appropriate. Oh, here they are, Mojave fresh moccasins. Just because I liked how they went with everything. I probably could have maybe put on a sandal, but I really wanted to go for that indigenous feel. Anyway, I think this came together really well, so I'm very pleased. I'm looking forward to spending some time as Yara, much like I did with Loose. I'm definitely feeling this more than Loose. Like Loose is great because, you know, it's a different shape, a different look, but this one is starting to hit closer to home for me. I was commenting to Tour that I was really looking forward to building the Taino because that's been such an important aspect for me spiritually. And so I really feel like this look really captures the image. I'm very pleased and very excited about it. So very appreciative that Alt 3 could bring this to life for me along with the Genus head and the skin by Velour. My Thanksgiving break is coming to an end, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised that I didn't finish all my avatar shapes. I still have 2 more to do. One's the Sub-Saharan African, and the other is like just a new version of Puerto Rican, blending all those 3 together. So those will probably come maybe not as fast as these last few videos have, because it, you know, being back at work is gonna take a lot more of my time, but I will not forget to do them. So they will be coming soon. And as soon as I can get those done, I will share them with you. So thank you all for being here with me through this. I appreciate any comments or anything you'd like to share, your thoughts on how I did. If you have any other additional suggestions or other stores that I could have checked out, I would love to hear or read about those in the comments. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.